Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the realistic playthrough, and we've got a bit of an issue with this guy over here, not being able to actually collect the sewage from this fire station. So I think the best way to deal with that is to prioritize the sewage tank. So let's go ahead and actually assign that to get constructed. We'll assign it dumpers, roads and paths, workers, concrete, cranes, and the likes, and we'll get it done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto high priority straight away, because I believe that'll solve our problem. Once we've got that in place, I believe it'll solve our problem. Until then, we're going to have issues with these guys not getting this managed, and they will start saying they've got all kinds of issues over here as well. But the positive side of that is that none of these are actually our own residents, so we're not actually seeing a health crisis in our own town. We're basically shipping that back off to our neighbors, and that's kind of what we're doing. The rest of the stuff is kind of happening. So let's speed things up a little bit. 500,000 rubles left. We can take a loan, though it's not really something I would like to do. I'd rather not take a loan at all and just keep running as best we can. There's nothing here. These are filling up quite nicely, I might add. So that's looking pretty good. As anytime any workers gets dropped off over here, health risk. We do get steel out of that, and the steel gets used straight away. How much steel is actually being used over here? Fairly little, to be honest. Fairly little amounts of steel is really making its way this way. There's a few. There's a bit of asphalt coming in. There's a bit of gravel coming in. There's a bit of concrete coming in. We need a few workers to come in. Unfortunately, we don't have any workers around, but that's basically what we're doing. One of the other things that I was kind of thinking about in between episodes. Oh, just before I get into that, I just wanted to thank you all for your amazing support. The first episode of this series got such an enormous support compared to the stuff that I'm used to, that I just wanted to thank you for that. Clearly, you do love this game, and I should be playing it way more often than I have been. And so I'll definitely be continuing this series. This will be a long series, to be honest. It's going to take so much time for us to get to a proper republic that's making money, that's self-sufficient, that's got a growing population and a healthy population as well. So we will we'll continue to do it. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about is if we're going to do a proper construction industry in this area, we probably don't want them to drive through here. And I was kind of thinking maybe this piece of road here should in fact be a highway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of this. We'll do that one, and then we'll run the other one. So we'll effectively make this a highway. Now, with that in place, I'm going to remove the internal road because, you know what? We want to make sure that there is a quick and easy route for construction vehicles to get their stuff and come off this way. And as part of that, what I'm thinking is we don't necessarily need this side to be able to come to this direction. So what we can do is we can do a basic one. So I'm not going to plan that out with a proper interchange in its entirety right now. I just wanted to make sure that we kind of indicated that we wanted a bigger highway kind of infrastructure all the way down here. We could potentially try and do the same thing down this way, though we've already started to produce access points here. Which we can change. It's not the end of the world. We can certainly drive the access point off of this side. Certainly, it's an option. It is an option for us to do so. But I'll to be honest, because we want to make sure that we maintain a certain understanding of it, let's just make sure we allocate a little bit of space there, so in the future we can at least remember that's what we wanted to do. So let's take that out. So clearly this is this could be an interchange over here. Probably this is towards the end of this road, and we don't necessarily need interchanges over here. But the rest of it's pretty good, and we can make some directional ramps into that direction. We could also, no, I think it's fine. We could also realign it, but I think it's fine as is. Now, are we getting this thing built? Got mechanical components over here. We're waiting on a little bit of steel. Hopefully, these guys are producing steel. Yeah, they're definitely producing enough steel for us to build that ourselves. Oh, I like it. The fact that we've got a constant supply of iron and coal means that as long as there's workers here, we end up getting steel. And slowly and steadily, that should be sufficient amounts. We're almost done with this thing here. We need 1.1 more tons of steel. And then we'll be ready. And there should be oil here. Then we'll kind of be ready to get things going. Oh, what happened here? Did we end up still overfilled here? It somehow managed to do its thing. Is that filled up? Not at all. So it's still struggling. It's still struggling with that. Over here, I think we probably still have a sewage problem. No, it actually came over here and did, in fact, get its sewage removed there. So this building here seems to be the biggest problem, and it does from time to time have some issues. But for the most part, it seems to be working. Yeah. But anyway, as soon as we get this done, it should work. I don't think this needs power, does it? I don't think it needs power. It just collects sewage from all of these buildings, and then it becomes the primary area of collection. All good. We are speeding along pretty quickly, but for some reason, stuff is not moving along quick enough. So we definitely need to build some more of these paths. So let's continue along the way of upgrading and getting some of these paths ready to go. Like so, like so, like so, like so, like so. Let's make sure we keep doing that and get the guys to continue to sort out all of those. And up all the way that way and all the way there. So there's a lot of stuff for the guys to be doing. So they're definitely not going to be standing still over here. Yeah, they're all on the move. They're all on, well, not so much all on the move, but it's nothing to be built just yet. I could actually start doing that section too. So let's do that. All of this can be happening. Can be happening at this stage. Can we please get this thing built? We need a few work days of people, so we need a bus full of people. And then they're still waiting on more steel, more bricks, more boards before we get it done. Lots of stuff is making its way in here. Where's this guy going? It's actually coming to work on this thing. I find it amazing that we've got a crane to come and do this little piece of work over here. Did this thing get built? No, we're still waiting on stuff over here as well. Workdays. Workers is the biggest issue, and that's why paths, it's easy for us to build paths because we don't need any workers for that. These mechanisms really does everything we need to do. Oh, we're waiting on a fair bit of steel for this one. So with that being prioritized, why is it not actually getting workers? It is being prioritized, so it should get workers first. Still, this is a problem. Steel is making its way in. The workers are doing their best to kind of get it built. Oh, yes, excellent. Workers is coming in this way. That should be done pretty quickly. And now we're waiting on bricks, boards, and more steel and more workers. And then we should get that done as well. And that should solve this problem. I'm not sure there's anything else we would like to make a start on just yet. Some workers coming in. Just 8 though. Yeah, we're definitely short on workers if we look at this. We've put bare minimum amounts of workers ready to go here. Yeah, so some buses are actually not picking up any workers. And that's part of the problem we have. Yeah, lots of little sections getting done. I do like the fact that it just kind of disappears at the end of that. Yeah, no, lots of stuff that needs delivery over here. Yeah, and I do like the fact that they are using our road network the way it is. That are going on these footpaths. What are we still missing here? A little bit of steel. There should be sufficient steel on its way here. Oh, maybe not. Coming down here to collect it. Yeah, steel is being produced at a reasonable rate. 40 workers can do a fair bit of steel here. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good number. That should give us all the steel we need to finish this guy off. Yeah, certainly it will. Yeah, so all of the active projects should be... yeah, they should be able to finish off all the active projects with that steel there. Yeah, absolutely. We're only waiting on some workers over here. So we are micromanaging our construction a fair bit, but these paths at least are being able to... We're able to produce these paths pretty well. Yeah, we're still missing steel over here, so no point in actually delivering any workers down there. And once all of this is built, we should be able to get this up and running pretty quickly. One thing is we can quite comfortably go and do that. Just to make sure that this facility is actually going to produce heating straight away. There's a lot of oil ready to go there. This is... this is the steel coming in this way. Yeah, all good. I believe we had some steel dropped off here now. So the next load of workers coming in should finish that off, and that should solve our sewage issue here. For some reason, it did manage to take a truckload away. So anyway, we'll deal with that. Why are you delivering workers over there when this is the high priority piece? I don't quite understand all of that all the time. Workers are available here. Where are you heading? 23 workers heading where? Really? Oh, have we actually? I didn't actually realize we started the construction of this. Oh yeah, everything is dropped off. We just have we have the steel ready to go, and we just needed the workers. So anyway, please, that's okay. We need that. We need that to happen. We need a little load of workers over here. Only 6 of them would do. I kind of wish this thing would just move on from the one to the next one, because it just kind of would work. That's the reason why you don't want these things to be disconnected as frequently as they are in this game typically. My goodness, I kind of think we should put a little bit of time lapse in here. Let's just have a look. See, yeah, this will finish this one off pretty comfortably. There we go. And I believe that should, yeah, that should certainly get the pollution in from there. Do we need power? I wonder, do we actually need power for that? It doesn't look like it's filling up at all. I do wonder if it needs power to be able to move that on. Can we see the switch? It is connected. It is connected, so I don't know why that's happening. So maybe what we should do is upping our priority over here and maybe starting our construction of this area. Construction. There we go. We'll do that. And we'll also get this one going. Okay, so what I'll do is let's put a little bit of time lapse in here. Let's see what this is all about. It's a new vehicle type. So let's put a little bit of a time lapse in here, and I'll see you once we get a few more things done. Okay, and guys, now I'm excuse me, a few things have already been done. So we've got the sewage up and running, we've got a couple of power plants up and running. We interestingly enough have the corner department store up and running, and what we need to do is of course get this component done so that we can start bringing in some goods for people to use. I'm happy to report that we've managed to solve the major sewage crisis that we used to have over here, and we should have water sorted out pretty soon. There's some of these small elements that's not getting built due to the fact that it seems like the mechanisms aren't actually making their way over here, but that's okay. As soon as we get some workers over here, this should be done really quickly, because they need like 4 work days to get that all sorted out. If we can get some bricks delivered here, that would be really useful. So it's on the way. Now, what we do need to do is get a distribution office going to specifically service these facilities. So we've got the one, we'll probably get another. Let's have a bit of a look at distribution. So if we grab the just the basic distribution office here, the free one, we'll kind of tie it in like so, and this will become and we'll have to buy some vehicles. So at the very least, we will need a covered hull functionality, and I'm thinking in terms of food, let's look at food. So that's 0.75 tons of food. 3.5 tons is not bad. 6.5 tons is even better. Probably we're just going to go with the 6.5 tons, even though it's slightly more expensive. It seems to be useful, though. Yeah, look, there's nothing in it. So let's just grab one of those. We'll get that up and running. We could get we certainly, I think a refrigeration truck is okay as well. So let's get the 2 of them. And then what we'll do is we'll put the customs house in there. We'll say we're going to load from there. And then once this thing is done, we'll start delivering. Actually, we can start delivering meat straight away over there. So let's grab this guy. We'll say, you will please come and... What? Oh, you can't actually get there at the moment due to the construction of this road. That's okay. We'll wait it out. We don't need anything straight away. We want food. We'll want meat, and we would like clothing. I'm not going to do... I've seen some comments and some suggestions from you guys in the comments, and thank you so much for that. Please keep the comments coming. That I don't need to do electronics straight away, and if that's the case, I'm not going to do it. We're certainly going to go around not doing electronics straight away because it's so pricey. So pricey. I do need some workers over here. Once we get workers, things will start looking a little bit better. One of the things we want to do is get these sections of road done straight away. They will be quite important that we grab these sections of roads. Because without them, and then what we'll do is we'll build the bus station. so that we can actually come and collect workers straight away from over here. Now that road is now done, so I'll go and grab our area here, and we'll say come on over here, and instead of you would only like to do meat directly over there. And how much meat do you actually take? 2.5 tons. I think we can go ahead and put 100% or 90% of it in there. So once you've got a 90% gap, go ahead and collect it. So meat will make its way over here straight away. We'll get meat there. This is done now. So let's limit, don't pause. Let's limit amounts. We definitely don't need any crops. We don't need any chemicals. We don't need fabrics. We don't need alcohol over here. We'll need food. We'll need clothes, and don't need anything else, to be honest. None of the rest. We'll leave a little bit of room in there for electronics eventually. But really what we're after is doing something like this. Yeah, I think that's about right. That's about the right kind of ratios that we've got there. Now, with that in place, we can also start getting... let's pause it while we click that button. We would like to unload over here food and clothing. Nothing else, though. We don't want it up to 90, so let's just take it up to 50. Let's take it up to 30 at the moment, so we don't want to spend too much money on stuff there. What did we get here? New vehicles, new vehicles. Let's clear all of those out. But now that means we should get some stuff in there. This is currently under construction, so as soon as we get some asphalt over there, that should be built. Still waiting on workers in a number of different locations. We're getting a kindergarten built over here, we're getting a school built here, and we're getting a library built over there. The university is not a super urgent emergency straight away. The police station is not. The hospital is probably more urgent. And then, of course, what we need to do is get started on our sporting infrastructure over here. And I think that will kind of do us for the major stuff. This is underway. So once we've got this one in place, we should really be able to get working on... So let's do that. Let's get that connected so that we can start working on the indoor pool. But with these things in place, yes, meat is available, food is coming in, clothes will be coming in shortly. Are we going to get this built? Yeah, this should be built now. Then water can be delivered in a more meaningful way to all of our buildings. Excellent, that's done. So now water don't have to be delivered to any of these buildings directly anymore. They can be delivered over here, which is something that I believe that truck will start doing straight away. Excellent. We do need this to start working. Yeah, so a few things is kind of being done. And excellent stuff here. Why? Oh, yeah. You're dropping people off here because we are trying to build that little section. Unfortunately, we don't have any asphalt here. Is that asphalt coming in? No, it's still gravel. Got some steel coming in. What's happening with our steel over here? Still not getting great with the steel. We've got this pipe all sorted out. So a lot of stuff has been built. We're actually not looking too bad at the moment. We may be able, I mean, it's not too cold as yet. We may actually be able to start work on some of these buildings. So this one, for instance, would be quite interesting for us to start work on straight away. It's got a road connection here, so I'm not too fussed by it. This one here, I think, is something that we maybe should start working on. So let's link up all of these guys so they can start building some stuff over here. Let's start building that facility. I think that should be pretty good. Next one we would like to start working on is the hospital. I think that one will work as well. And then we should have all of our facilities in place. The indoor pool is probably the last thing that we potentially need. But if we start building some of these things now, we could get some workers in place. Oh, this is done. So definitely I would like us to build the bus station. Yes, we're getting pretty close to welcoming people. Somehow I doubt we'll get it this winter, but certainly as we move out of winter, we'll definitely get some people in play. That would be quite useful to us, I think. Roads too. So things are actually getting done. What I could do is I could assign some workers here just in case, because at the moment I'm a little worried that's not actually going to happen. This is slowly getting everything it needs. Still needs a little bit of stuff there. Bricks are slow to arrive, to say the least. How's this going? We've got clothes, we've got food. Interestingly, this has not been built yet, so we do still need asphalt to be delivered over here. Actually, well, roads should be able to deliver asphalt, to be honest. Let's get the dumpers involved. They should be able to help the asphalt situation a little bit more. Oh, actually, dumpers are all busy. All busy. And to be honest, this stuff is all done now. And steel is being created at a pretty reasonable rate. As soon as we get more workers in place. So now we're actually in a pretty good spot to get our workers sorted out. I'm still keen on doing something over here. So what we'll probably end up doing is a little something like that. We'll kind of tie it in over there, and we don't necessarily need this maneuver over here because they can pop up that way. This might become a roundabout in the future. We could, if we have vehicles available. No, we don't. They're all busy working. Actually, roads and paths aren't working. So what we could do is maybe we should just leave it as is. We don't need that to be constructed just yet. What we could rather do is focus on getting some of our other bits and pieces up and running. For the most part, I don't think that's too far off. This stuff is working. We should get that first building in place fairly quickly. Are we really not getting anything here? Let's see. If we add roads and paths, would they send a truck or something to come and build it? I don't think they will. And so we'll have to keep an eye on how that'll work. But yeah, lots of little bits and pieces. We will get quicker at all of this stuff. Excellent. These workers over here is useful. Getting our last bits of bricks in place over there. Lots of workers required here, but that'll be the last round. Similarly, we don't need any more materials to be dropped off over here. We don't need any more materials. It's only about workers at the moment. I'm a little worried about this. 4 days of workers is a bit of a challenge. Is that going anywhere? No. They're all just moving into different areas, not necessarily helping out these little sections that's not actually getting built. So we do need workers to be delivered at some of these facilities if we wanted to. Oh, actually, this one is going to be okay. That's good stuff. So that means now we can start working over here. So let's put in place roads and path, workers, concrete, cranes, and materials. And we'll get them underway over here. This stuff is doing its thing. A little bit more gravel, a little bit more steel, but that's going to be it, really. So we'll get the bus station up and running. The hospital is starting work now. The last bit of gravel is being delivered for that first stage. So actually, we're doing really well in terms of getting some stuff done. I wouldn't mind getting this done, but it seems like that is a bit of a problem. These guys aren't actually making their way over here. So I may as well drop a few workers off in this location, just to make sure that we can get that little section done. Steel is being dropped off over here. We need tons and tons and tons of prefabs, which should be making its way over here. Luckily, prefabs are really inexpensive. So these buildings actually work out really good for us, especially if we're generating our own steel and not much else. And then once we start getting workers in place, the construction will go way quicker, way quicker. Yeah, all of these little sections will then be going through workers as well. Yeah, workers. We're just missing workers. All of these things can be finished if we get workers in place. So workers is now the next big thing for us. We can't get enough workers from the construction or from the border post or the customs house. So this little section here would help quite a well. I'm just hoping we can get that all built before these guys start moving away. Yeah, so we should... Oh, actually, 2 loads of workers over there. That seems like a bit wasteful to me. But anyway, we should be able to get that section done, and then people can make use of this path again. We'll wait a little bit until the until we start doing the rest. This should be the last load. Well, actually, not the last load. There's still probably another 2 loads of prefabs on its way here. If we get workers there, and then we can start getting our people in place. There's some water available over here. We've got all of these things, so it's only workers that we're looking for over here. Workers are, well, actually no workers for the moment, but we will need workers eventually after this initial stage of construction is done. That should be pretty close. Now, 1 more truckload I think should do the trick. We've managed to not see any fires, and I do kind of wonder what the situations with fires are. As long as you don't have a population, maybe fires don't actually happen, and that would be quite interesting to see. We can continue to build these buildings even during the winter, because for the time being, I don't necessarily think we'll grab people to come on in, but I think it's okay. We'll just slowly get everything built. We'll just slowly get that done. This is very close. Excellent. There we go. The library is all sorted out. That's awesome to see that we've got a library up and running. No staff, of course. The school needs multiple more work days there. I think these guys are on the way to the school. We do have a crane available over there, so construction should happen relatively quickly. There's still a lot of other stuff happening everywhere. Yeah. And this guy is all ready to go. Enough food, enough clothing, enough meat to straight away be able to deliver to the population. We certainly have sewage being collected over here, which that truck should come to collect every now and again. One more thing that I did think we should maybe do, just to ensure that we're covering a lot of these areas, I thought we may add 1 more of these technical services areas here, one of these free ones. I might just, no, I don't want that. I might just add it in here. No, I don't want that. I just want to... We do that, and we grab the normal connection there, and what we'll do is I'm just going to grab snow plows. Oh, look at this one. This is a quicker drive, and the plowing speed's not bad either. I'm just going to grab 3 of these guys. We'll put them in there, and the preference is to work on the gravel roads first, and then you'll go on from there. I want to make sure that we've got a number of extra roads connected. More snow plows is required. Once we get the snow in place, things will kind of move its way through here. Lots of stuff being delivered here. We've got boards and all the likes coming in here. Lots of construction is required here. Let's high priority this so that we can get some more workers in here than anywhere else. Here comes our snow plows. They should start. They should deal with the town a little bit more effectively. We've got 3 snow plows over here, 3 snowplows over here, and a single snowplow in this facility, and hopefully that should keep things nice and plowed. We're down to 400,000 rubles, to be honest. And let's have a quick look at our economy. What are we spending on imports? We are in October, so let's have a look at this year. We have spent a fair bit of manpower, a fair bit of imports. At least we've not spent as much on vehicles, to be honest. So the bulk of stuff has really been the import of resources. So if we have a look at this, coal has been a big contributor to that, which is okay. Clothing, which shouldn't be a regular import, has cost a lot. Fuel is a lot, and that'll keep going for the time being. So really, it seems like one of the next things we should be looking at is trying to get our own fuel. But we'll see. We'll see as we start using stuff. Water is not costing us anything. Sewage, just have a look at the sewage situation. Actually, sewage is not featuring, is that correct? Or this is over here. No, that's manpower. Actually, sewage is not featuring at all. But anyway, yeah, so coal certainly is costing us a fair bit. So we could start looking at maybe getting coal ore and just doing little bits and pieces, little marginal gains in terms of reducing the cost of our imports. But I think we'll be okay. We can also still take out a loan. I'm going to try and avoid that as best we can, and just try and get things done with as low a cost as possible. Lots of little bits of pieces of work underway everywhere, and I think I'm going to leave it there. We'll have to see. I'm going to leave it there. If possible, we might do some more time lapses. We may even do a little bit of a time skip every now and again, just to make sure that we keep the game nice and exciting, or the playthrough nice and exciting, and not bore you to death with a lot of waiting for these things to happen. Unfortunately, that is the disbenefit of playing in the realistic mode, that there's a lot of waiting, at least initially, until we get the basics up and running. But I think we're very close to getting our starter town up and running and sufficient and the likes. Something like the radio station will come in fairly quickly after we've got the town working. But we do need to get our basics in place first. You know what? I will start working on the university as well. So let's just get that construction to commence, so that we can also make sure that people we can get some university graduates being generated. This building shouldn't be too far off, about halfway done. This is still there's some fair distances to happen on some of these still, but we should be closing them out fairly quickly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you are still one of those 40% of viewers that's not subscribed, please do that now. Hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you get notified when the new stuff comes out. And leave your comments down below. Tell me what I'm missing and what I should be doing, and what's the first thing we should stop importing, and all those kind of good suggestions. I do like them. Please keep them coming. Okay, we're very close to getting this town running. See you next time. Bye-bye.